Hello everyone and welcome back to our Rome campaign. We're now on part 31. Last episode we finally took Brabacte, which was the last settlement of the Averni tribe. They do have an admiral floating around somewhere off the coast of Britain, but we are yet to see them, so out of sight, out of mind. The Swabians are still a pest, so much so that they managed to take Octaduron from the Helvetii tribe, and actually, now that I'm just thinking about that, how the hell are the Helvetii still alive? Okay, they're not. So, right, I'm just going mad then. I could have sworn that they... Never mind, I'm getting myself really confused from last episode. I thought the Swabians had liberated them or made them a satrapy, because I'm sure we saw an army go into Vesontio, an Helvetian army, after the Swabians had taken Octaduron, but I must be wrong. But anyway, that's changed our game plan slightly. So we're now going to move Scavola and Nepos back to take Octaduron and the Swabians, and then we're going to push out from here to Vesontio with Nepos and Scavola, and then also Scipio is going to move in from the west. Hopefully. That's the plan. Oh, actually, I mean, he can make it there now. Do we want to attack them now? As these guys can't reach. I think we're gonna. So Scipio's just gonna go straight in there, like the beast he is. Their armies, nothing flash. And they'll just say a very low percentage. So let's encircle them. And let's send Nepos round to reinforce. We'll stick Scavola as the garrison. And there we go, 86%. We could have started the episode with a battle there, but it would have been a relatively straightforward win, I would have thought. And then we're going to liberate again for the 9th time this campaign. Helvetii back again. What a surprise. At this point I don't really know why I'm still doing this. It would have been easy just to capture and hold each 3 settlements myself, but I'm determined to do this. So we shall. And they aren't a satrapy this time, which is annoying. I might have just not chose the right one, or did I not get the option? The only thing with them all being military allies is that they have a tendency to declare war on each other. And then that makes it more difficult for me. Yeah, see, now they all hate me because I've liberated Helvetii. Which is quite annoying.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening. So be quick with your chattering.
You're going to join war against anybody that might help improve my relations with you.
You think to turn our heads with your unholy trinkets? Save them for the little boys you favor.
Why is that low now? Really? That's high for some reason, but the Averni's low. I don't understand that, but never mind.
I dislike much of our speech, but I would aside.
Yes, me too.
Come,
Right.
come.
They don't want peace. Yeah, so at some point I'm sure these guys are going to go to war with each other, which is very annoying.
I have little gain in wasting the day
But I
on
think
you.
I'll just
What you
try
say had better please my ears.
and pull them into as many wars as I can now.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey.
Well, they're saying that they're at war with most of them anyway.
Do not attempt to...
No, right, okay. I think if it does happen again, one of them gets taken out, or they do end up going to war with each other, because I think they will. Then we're just going to have to take the settlements. Because I'll be, you could just spend the whole game just doing this. Just going back and liberating them, trying to keep them alive. And it's for very little gain at this point. We still haven't taken Namnatim, so we need to go and do that. We need to obviously be wary of Carthage, as they are very close to our borders now from the Iberian. From Iberia, sorry. And obviously, the main takeaway from the last episode is we managed to take Carthage itself, which is fantastic. And we took Thapsus as well. So let's send our spy down here and have a look at these two settlements. I'm assuming they're both going to be owned by, yeah, Carthage. It is Garama and Sadamis. Relatively strong garrisons, but no armies it looks like, so that's good for us. How come we've only got 19 men? Did we lose a Velita unit? We must have. But now we can start getting some Numidians, that's cool. As mercenaries, although they do cost quite a bit. Right, well, we're not at minus food now, so that's good. Still making a decent amount of income per turn. Could get another army to help fight against Carthage, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Thapsus, we need a shrine definitely to help with the cultural conversion. That's crazy. In Africa, there's 3,000 people. But in Corsica and Sardinia, there's 277,000. That can't be right, surely. They are crazy numbers. Right, we might as well get these out. Barracks built. What else do we want here? We could get the gladiator school now, actually. Those cost 15,000, but we shall do it. We'll get the workshop as well. And of course, we're going to get auxiliary barracks in Carthage, so that should give us some access to other units. It'll be interesting to get them out on the field. Shrine, what do we want? Which gives us the most Latin culture? Probably Jupiter. Although Neptune's quite a good one. Due to the public order. Is it public order? No, they all give public order sanitation. Maybe the research rate. Maybe we'll get higher. So I probably think the Jupiter one, as it is the most expensive as well. But it does take away one food. That should be fine. So we can upgrade that to a farm, which will counter it. We'll just keep our spies circling the settlements. See if anything interesting's happening. But it does look like most of the tribes are sort of just stationed in their own settlements. Not much is going on. Nori are rebuilding their army after they failed to take Casurgis for the second time. Third time's a charm. Medlan. There's not really anything I want to build there right now. Although for some reason the Celtic culture is going up. So maybe we should build a Shrine of Jupiter there, just to help with that. That's fine. Okay, let's end turn. Oh. What's happening there? I only saw it briefly, but it looks like they may have taken Tarraco, which borders Tolosa. Yes. Which is not good. Economic intent. As your dominions grow, the need to fill your coffers increases. Of the many lucrative endeavours open to you, which seems most profitable? Trade, 10% wealth and 5% tariff income. Agrarian yields, 20% wealth from agriculture on one food from all provinces, that's good. Although our food has just shot up, which is surprising now that we're in winter. Or industry, 20% wealth from industry. I think we've got quite a lot of trade and some big trade agreements as well, so we might take the trade. And boosted it by about 300 per turn. And yeah, the Sestani have been liberated. Mission successful, 22 grand we just got. Control 25 settlements either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Very nice. Year 247. As I said, I think when we start the next one, we are going to read through these, because they're quite a cool little feature. And we've just completely bypassed them, unfortunately. But this is the birth year of Hannibal Carthage. Interesting. I'm sure we'll be going to war with him soon. So yeah, Tarraco's back in the hands of the Sesatani tribe. But they are now allied with Carthage. So are they allied? Are they satrapy? No, they're just an ally. But they do really like us still.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
And they're not at war
Come,
with us.
speak so that the spirits can
They
hear
don't
your
want
words.
anything. What if you break your military alliance? I'll give you some money for that. How about that? Oh, hi. Okay. You can be trade with that as well? No.
Gold freely given and gratefully
Join
accepted
the Averni.
is
No
a
thanks.
blessing from the gods to all involved.
They're
So say
all
the
but out of the
bones.
game. What if I give you 7 grand then and trade? How about that? Oh, beautiful.
The spirits have guided.
They are confident but devious, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. But they're no longer allied to Carthage, so we still have a bit of a buffer. Although that would be funny if they just attack them again next turn and just take them out again. I mean, they shouldn't do. The garrison is non-existent, but so yeah, they probably could still take them out if they wanted. It's crazy how much of Iberia they are conquering. But then that would explain the sort of lack of armies and admirals that we're seeing on the eastern side of the empire. And yeah, I think due to the limited number of armies we actually have, I am cautious of expanding. Because I also don't really know what's here. So if we, let's get our spy back out to the coast. Let's have a look. because there was an admiral, I think, floating around here. The signs of Sidon. I don't know if this was the same admiral though, or if this is a different one. Because if nothing else is here, then we could sort of try and just crush the eastern side of Africa and then move west. So we could move Gracchus down to take Sidamus, and then bring over Quadratus to take Lepsis. Then they could both take Garama. But then it's what might happen while these two armies are off. And it's sort of leaving Magna Graecia and Corrales undefended. So I think we'll leave that for now. Let's go back to our original plan of taking attrition. Let's move up to the bottom. We can actually attack it this turn. Well, we can now because I've moved in the way, but we could have. Right, let's just fortify. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is to attack Vesontio next turn, definitely. Try and push the Swabians back as much as possible. Auxiliary barracks doesn't actually give us access to anything else, unfortunately. But the last tier does, so I suppose it's still worth upgrading. Thapsus and Carthage are building stuff, so that's fine. There we go. Apologies, I do realise as well I sort of just fly around the screen, so apologies for that. I should try and work on that and get a bit better. Yeah, it looks like most of the tribes in the north are sort of just sat around in their own settlements, not really doing much. Seems to be a fair few tribes at war with each other, but like I say, there's not a lot is actually happening. And obviously there is a lot of movement there with our two enemies, or two main enemies, Carthage and Suebi. Rampant piracy. Pirates are a serious problem requiring your immediate attention. How would you like to deal with these sea vermin? I think we'll go with pirate hunting. Hunt the scum down. We failed. Rebellion imminent. That's not good. Why are they outraged? Culture's going up. Okay. Right, let's swing you back over there. Actually garrison it. That should help, I'm hoping. Not quite enough though, which is unfortunate. What else can we do to bolster? That only gives us an extra 1 public order, but it does give us 2 more. No, it gives us 4 Latin culture actually, if we get fountains. So yeah, let's go for that. And I'm also going to demolish the fishing port for now, just because it's contributing to -2 public order. So let's just change it to something else. Probably a military wharf. We could do with that anyway. Because where is our closest? Oh no, we've got one in Lillaby. We have a dock. Well, we don't have a military wharf though, so we could do with one. So that's fine. Although it's going to take a few turns to actually change those over. We may have to send Quadratus if things get dire. But they are, they're definitely coming for us now. So they've managed to sneak an army around, or an admiral. to Syracuse, which is probably not going to be able to defend itself if they attack. And then we have another admiral coming there and an army coming back through the, what would you call it, the African Sea, and then one actually on land. Oh, that's a very small army. Yeah, so I'd have to be wary of that. What's the garrison like? Not fantastic. We sort of need that to speed up. 4 turns left. So I definitely think we're going to get attacked in Carthage at some point. However, we could do with another army here, I think. And I think we should probably get one in Syracuse. Even though it's about to be attacked. I'm assuming. Who do we get? We don't have many generals. Or do we get a fleet? Do we get another admiral? So let's play it safe. And let's raise a fleet. So Rutilius Labeo. He can be our fleet commander. I was hoping there were going to be more units for hire, but there wasn't. And also we can't actually build anything. Why can we not recruit any units? It says it right there that we can recruit Principes and Velites. So why can you only recruit levies? Anyone explain that to me? Because I don't understand. Right. Well, this has not worked out as well as I'd hoped. Never mind. Right, these guys are fortified. Where's good old Scipio? You can lead the charge, sir. So they've got another army there. Oh no, that's the garrison, sorry, isn't it? What an idiot. That's fine.
Besieging settlement.
We can continue the siege. And then let's send in our reinforcements. Which, between all 3 armies, we should have no problems taking this settlement. 87%. We'll definitely take that one. And do we want to keep liberating? Is that just going to cause issues? Probably. Let's just try anyway. The Sequani. Yeah. I mean, no. I've got no real desire to get any more provinces north, I think. I do just want to sort of wrap this up. And then move south as quickly as we can. So again, that's like another buffer between us and the Swabians. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. So we shall have to wait and see. But I am going to start moving west so we can take Namnetum. Once that's done, and if all 4 of these tribes are still alive, then we are going to pull our armies south. I think I am done fighting the Swabians, as we have been at war with them for a very long time. The Averni are just off the coast of Wales, it looks. I'm not sure if... well, no, they're not at war with anyone there, so I really don't know what those guys are doing.
I have little
Doesn't look like anybody's wanting any sort of trade. These guys will probably end up going to war with
My time
the
is better
Sequani,
spent
I would have thought.
feasting and hunting than listening. So be quick with your chattering.
You want to fight against anybody else? No? Cowards? These guys still hate us as well. So do these. Sequani lovers though.
Greetings, friend. I've called for good ale to ease your throat and, ripe women to ease other parts.
Ha. You will go to war with some people for me. Good stuff. What about the... Oh, you got war with the Swaby as well, bloody hell. Confident and reliable. It's probably too much to ask, isn't it? No? Alright then. Thank you very much.
This agreement is like a feast.
I probably just signed a death warrant, but that's fine. Right, okay. Our culture's going down here, so let's get a shrine up. Corrales. We're still unsure about what we're going to do in Corrales for the time being, aren't we? So let's just wait and see what happens. A bit more confident in the north now. Oh my god. How many armies do they have? So they've got 3 full stacks at Tarraco alone. Bearing in mind that they own half of Iberia. That was another Swabian army going for one of the other northern tribes. Roads, I'm assuming, have been destroyed. Yep, as have the Celto-Iberian Confederacy. Africa's feeling inspired. Just bring the spy up here, see what else. Yeah, they don't seem to be doing much movement though, with their armies and fleets. And I am still at a loss as to why we can't hire anything else. Lillebeim's got a dry dock, unlocks recruitment of Principes and Velites. So I do not understand that. Why we cannot recruit them. Can he make it to Corrales? He can. So we are going to have to move Quadratus over to Corrales to help with public order, unfortunately. Didn't want to have to do that, as it leaves Lillebeim undefended. But now we're starting to build a fleet in Syracuse, so things are not too bad. Yeah, the Suebi have moved in, and now that they've moved out, idiots. So they're probably going to die next turn, which means again we're going to have to go back and help them out. And this time, I think I'm just going to have to take the settlement, aren't I? There's not much else we can do. Although they are starting to get some better units now. I think as Club Levy haven't gone through the renaming process there, I don't think. Right. Let's send Scavola and Nepos down to take that. And Scipio, what do we want to do? Let's just go stand there. If they attack us, the Ratai should be able to help us out. And if they take Korea, then we're there to take it back. So we should be okay. Why have you stopped? I don't know why you've stopped. So it's going to take 4 turns to get there. which is annoying, but that's fine. Then the Celtica province will finally be consolidated. Sequani can just go off and do their own thing. Right. Again, let's see. Apologies, I know these can be quite boring now. We're sort of just waiting to see what Carthage do. Jesus Christ. They've got a lot. So it looks like they've sent one up towards Tolosa or Massalia, which I'm not too concerned about. I mean, Tolosa's, they would be able to take that, but I think if they attacked Massalia, we would be able to defend it. Yep, and the Suebi have just taken something. I only saw it briefly.
Fear is your lot. Now come the ravens, beaks agape for your guts, eager for our sword work.
Atrebates are now wanting to go to war with us, which is absolutely fine. Master of Commerce. A woman has displayed an uncanny talent for trade and has recently earned a fortune for her family. Rumour has it she has discovered new sources of rare goods in distant lands. You could hire her to fill your coffers, or continue to rely on existing trade routes, which would no doubt please your neighbouring factions. So we can hire an important character, or we can refuse and get +6 to diplomacy for 8 turns. I think money-wise, money's not really a concern for us right now. But we'll hire her. Let's check her out. We've now completed ammunition stores and researching central grain warehouse. They are now dead. Fine. So, Scipio, you move in. 65%, that's better, we'll take that. Right, no more liberating now. I think we're done with that armory. We're just going to have to occupy them. We cannot continue to stay here forever. And let's get rid of those. Right, let's push these guys up again. I think who just declared war on us? It was the Atrebates, wasn't it?
How can I be of assistance?
So we'll move our agents around to get a better view of what they're seeing. But obviously they are going to come for this settlement. I would have thought as it's its closest. Noria back besieging Cursurgis again. Third time's a charm. Hopefully, and it would actually be good if they could take it this time, because then it sort of leaves Aberzus sandwiched in between two of them, and it would be nice to see one of my allies actually doing something noteworthy, rather than just dying constantly. Right, they're fine. Sequani's back up. Helvetii are recruiting loads of men, and they probably can't do much with it apart from attack the Sequani tribe. So that's going to be interesting. And then south, also not much is happening, but they have moved closer with an army there as well. Is anybody going to reinforce that? I feel like this is a trap. No, it's not. Okay. They did just stand there and fortify for some reason. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they did that, to be honest. What's it like? 80%, 81%. Let's have a quick fight. I thought we weren't going to get one in this episode. I was about to end it. But we can see some Carthaginian units. Oh, but it's going to be a straightforward battle. And hopefully our ballista can loose off a few rounds into those pikes as well. Get some decent kills. Oh, please give me the big hill. Oh, of course not. This would have been perfect if it was this way. The ballistas firing down like that. Would have been amazing to watch, but obviously not. Too good to be true. Right, let's just do something like that. A straightforward pitch battle, I think. Nothing fancy. Let's do some explosive rounds. General in the back. And cavalry in the trees.
General! In the name of Rome!
Now we've got to try and find them again, haven't we? I love this game of hide and seek that we have to play. Again, if it's the air, I'm assuming they would have deployed up here somewhere and not down the massive hill slope of death. I mean, they still had quite a few units, so they should be relatively easy to spot. I would have thought. But then again, maybe not. This is very entertaining. Just searching for an army. Oh! Let's play that one. Well, I couldn't have guessed. I couldn't have been any more wrong, I suppose, if I tried. So let's quickly spin around if we can. The mercenary noble horse there, we need to be careful.
Quick march! Missile infantry ready! Velites!
Ballistas, I don't really like them on a slant like that, but I'm not going to move them, as they'll stop firing, so... Right, aim for the pikemen, as I think they're probably going to do the most, well, not the most damage, but they're going to be the most difficult to kill, I would have thought, along with the pikemen. And let's get the cavalry back over here as well.
General!
Let's watch some of these guys explode. I was very surprised. I really don't know why they've set up down there. I honestly thought they would have deployed further up the hill. I do love our ballistas. I could watch them fire all day long. It's something very satisfying. That was a perfect hit. And I'm pretty sure the explosive rounds... I mean, what do they do? Bonus versus infantry, so I suppose they do more damage. Damage for buildings, I'm assuming that does more morale based damage as well. Standard round. But I mean, considering I told them to aim for the pike units, they haven't actually done a lot of damage to the pike units. There we go. That's what we wanted. There's the general in the back. Carthaginian cavalry.
Spears ready!
Right, so we're also getting stuff hurled at us already. For some slingers there we got. That's fine, we can just keep taking the damage. Our velites can start throwing some javelins. They're very nice looking models. Very colourful. Oh my lord, that is a lot of javelins. I wouldn't turn around. That's a bad idea. These guys also looking good. I think initially it was between a Carthaginian or a Roman campaign. Because I do quite like Carthage, I think it's quite interesting.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And obviously heavily biased with Hannibal and his great conquest of, well, some parts of Italy,
One of our
really.
units has used all its ammunition.
The guy was a genius, wasn't he, for his time?
At the double!
Right, we're going to get charged by a noble horse.
One of our
This is
units
gonna
has used
hurt.
all its ammunition.
If you guys could throw some javelins before they get stuck in, that'd be good. Nope. Alright, never mind. Don't worry, it's not like I want you to do it.
At speed!
Actually, what I wanted you to do was get closer and then get into melee with him.
Break off! Show them how real
I'm pretty sure he just ran towards him and he died.
Mars aid us!
That's how good these velites are. He's got a javelin in his neck and he's absolutely fine.
Wine for the man!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
God, that was terrible.
Advance at speed!
And the army sort of wheeled to their right for some reason. Why has it done this? That now means that I need to move my men to the left.
Missile infantry at your command!
Right, velites, you're going to have to deal with those. Noble horse.
Velites! Brave Romans to a man!
Is it because you're going after the cavalry? I don't really understand. But never mind.
General!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Velites! General!
Right, let's get the general involved. Hopefully he can kill the rest of those noble horse.
At your service!
There's not many of them left.
Double time! At speed!
And those slingers have done a number on our Principate unit as well.
We await your command! Riders! Your orders! At the
Oh, there we go. Velites actually did
One
something.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well done, guys.
On me! Double time! Advance at speed!
You didn't do too bad at all. Right, let's get involved in this Carthaginian cavalry. With our cavalry. They don't look too heavily armoured. Actually, let's just hold before we charge into all of those pikes. It's probably not the best idea. Come on, keep moving up. Actually engage our melee, so I can charge you in the rear. That'll do. Just take out these slingers for me. Go, go, go. Yeah, the general's charging as well now. So once they've all engaged, we can start doing our old faithful. Hasn't let me down yet. Just wait for those slingers to die.
The battle is turning in our favour.
It definitely is. I think it's probably not worth us clumping up all cavalry, is it? I should stop doing that really. I think just out of ease, just click all cavalry, kill that one unit. But they just turn into a big ball of cavalry that doesn't actually kill anything. Right. So you guys wheel around. And then we can start charging these guys in the rear. Hopefully doing some serious damage. Let's wheel these guys around as well, actually. Right, you guys pull out.
Tribunus!
Don't want to fight that spear pike unit, whatever they are.
Orders! And charge!
Right, Carthaginian general's not doing too well against our cavalry there.
Equites! Orders! Charge! Jupiter gives us strength!
You guys
One of our units has used all its
throw
ammunition.
some javelins, get stuck in there.
Hey! Triarii! Forward! Equites! Engage! Ready!
They've just sort of ran through
Romans to
our units somehow.
Ready and waiting!
Bit bizarre,
Romans! Ready and
but fair enough.
Advance! Your orders! Triarii! Equites! Charge! General!
Right, come on.
Forward!
You must better take these slingers out. Like 160 guys on horses trying to kill 20 slingers.
Proud Romans all!
Their general should be dying any second,
Melee infantry ready!
I hope.
Equites! General!
Right,
Tribunus!
you guys are going to charge that unit in the rear.
Equites! Ready for orders!
Where's the general unit? Cool.
The enemy
There we
general is dead.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Romans ready
Right,
for
charge them in
duty.
the rear. That should kill them off.
Principes! Sons of Mars! Velites!
It's somewhat average charge in the rear there.
Equites! To arms! Brave Romans to a
Right,
man!
you two charge them.
General! Forward!
They shouldn't last too long, I would have thought, now that their general has died.
Equites!
There we go.
For glory!
Mass rout.
Ready and waiting! Equites! Melee!
Let's just quickly run down a couple.
Equites! Your orders!
They should
Charge! Ready!
be wiped out, I think, this army, as they did retreat the first time. And I don't think
We await your command!
they can retreat again.
By your
But
command!
this is the AI,
Advance!
and I have seen that happen before.
General!
So nothing is impossible for the AI. That'll do. So yeah, it wasn't a very tough battle, but we lost 286 and killed 1,450, so not bad at all. Ballista's doing most of the work there, getting 148 and 136 each. And their slingers actually got 120 kills. I do like slingers. I think if we could, we should get access to some. I think with the auxiliary barracks now that we're in Carthage. And once we do, I'll probably swap out the Velites for slingers. Yeah, there we go. So that's that army dead. Like I say, it's not a massive army,
Make haste, men!
but it's one less that we need to worry about.
For battle. Set up the watch.
We can't get back into Carthage, unfortunately, which could be an issue, depending if they attack it in the end turn. Hopefully they won't. They'll be kind and just leave it. I'm sure that's what they'll do. Right, we need to wait and see what the Atrebates do. Again, assuming they'll come south with their army, as this is the closest settlement we have to them. Swabians are still proving to be a bit of a nuisance, but there's not much else we can do. We can upgrade the barracks, so let's do that now. So what do we get to these ones? So it looks like we just get new Midians. But I'm not entirely sure what those mean. So the Parazim and the Mitagnism, I don't know how you say any of those. I'm assuming one of those is javelins, but I don't know if the other one is a slinger unit or not. But regardless, we'll get the auxiliary barracks, as it'll certainly help us. And then we'll get another shrine of Jupiter to help with the culture. And let's end turn. God, they love Tarako, don't they? I wonder if it's because they broke their military alliance. So it's just a constant threat. You know, if you do declare war, we will take you out straight away. (246). Ptolemy of Egypt has died. There's so much information on these. It's incredible. The mausoleum. Minus 5% construction costs and plus 5% tax rate faction wide. These are quite little cool things as well that they've been added. So if you capture the region, you get the bonuses. And there's some really good bonuses for some of them. High chance. Oh, we haven't had one of those for a while. And a slave rebellion in Brundisium. For whatever reason. Loads of gladiator units. Fantastic. Right, we've somewhat stabilised or stabilising public order Corrales. That's fine. We're going to have to think of how to deal with this slave army now in the middle of our settlements. We're probably going to have to raise another army, I would have thought. Which is not something I want to do just yet. That's fine. The Atrabatas haven't come down yet. So I'm hoping maybe we could quickly nip there, take that and come back before they come through. That's all that's really going on right now. Nori is still trying to besiege Casurgis. I honestly would have thought they've learned their lesson by now, as they've tried it twice already and failed. But you got to give them credit for trying, I suppose. Yeah, Tarako is surrounded by 3 armies. 60 units, so I can't imagine they're going to try anything anytime soon while being surrounded by Carthage. And obviously we just need to keep an eye for the time being until we can get those armies from the north down, I think. I think we're probably going to hold for Carthage and Thapsus for now. And then what we'll do is we'll get the 3 armies to start coming through Iberia and conquer the way down. And then we'll try and move these guys west and meet somewhere in the middle. Hopefully. Okay, well, I'm going to end the episode here. Another long one, nearly an hour now. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.